down, set, hut. Yes, there. He likely has the ball. Okay? If he's in A-gap, you got to blow him up anyway.
It may be his third camp with Football Manitoba, but that doesn't mean linebacker Leon Senarini is exempt from instruction. He doesn't mind, as long as he has a good showing in the annual Blue and Gold game. It's his first chance to show he belongs on the 40-man team heading to London for the Canada Cup.
When you're in a game, there's only so much the coaches can see during practice, and you can't really get to game speed unless you're in a game pretty much. So Blue and Gold is basically your opportunity to really show off what you can actually do.
One of the people Senarini is trying to impress is head coach Rob Bailey. Bailey and his staff still must reduce the roster, even after cutting 240 players down to 100 for the Blue and Gold game.
As a head coach, I certainly oversee the selection process, but our defensive back coach, for example, and receiver coaches were looking at our defensive back coach had 62 players to select from and brought the group down to 22, and the receiver coach was working with 45 to 50 players, and again brought down to a group of 16.
Although Winnipeg High School players like Senarini are able to share a laugh on the field with familiar foes, Bailey is encouraged by the amount of players coming from outside the perimeter, including places like Dauphin, Verdun, and Stonewall.
We're finding athletes that we may not be connected to on a consistent basis, and we're finding those diamonds in the rough, and that's fantastic. And certainly there have been a number of players that have stepped into roles that we didn't expect them to, and so they're pushing some of our second-year players and some of our players that we considered, like say, marquee players that we knew would challenge for position.
Senarini is one of those players. Last season he traveled with the provincial team to Lethbridge to play in the Canada Cup.
I try to lead the guys and, kind of help cheer them on and help them through the process, because I know a lot of guys, this is their first year, so kind of use my experience, I guess, to my advantage and try to help out some of the new guys as well.
The new and old players will have to come together quickly and learn new defensive systems at a rapid pace. The schedule at the National Championship won't allow much time for instruction.
I want to be here. As I start to feel myself get pushed back, what I want to do is I want to turn my hip into the gap, and I want to take him down.
By implementing more systems at this point, it also challenges the athletes, because we not only need to assess physical skill and ability, we also have to be able to assess their ability to learn new concepts and then actually put them into action. When we get down to the Canada Cup, it's 3 games in a week, and within a game you'll have to change systems and tweak things.
This year's edition of the Canada Cup kicks off July 15th. For Shaw TV, I'm Mitchell Clinton.